Welcome to Books and Beyond. Today I want to talk about a fascinating topic. Blaise Pascal was a French mathematician born in the 1600s and known for the modern theory of probabilities. Today I want to talk about Pascal's triangle. Although the triangle was discovered as early as the 11th century in China, Blaise Pascal is a pioneer of the binomial theorem, and Pascal's triangle is known for its use of binomial coefficients within each row. For example, I can use Pascal's triangle to help me determine in how many ways or in how many combinations a certain probability can occur. So how does Pascal's triangle start? Every row starts with a 1 and ends with a 1, starting with row 0. So we have 1 in row 0, and then row 1 will have 1, starting with a 1 and ending with 1. And the following row, the sum of the two numbers above, as you can see in the illustration, the first 4 rows of each number is the sum of the two numbers directly above it. Pascal's triangle is a captivating arithmetic pattern of palindromes, symmetrical constructs that reads the same backwards as forwards. Of course, we could keep adding the rows forever, but today I want to talk about something other than mathematics, or perhaps I should say a combination of mathematics and the Hebrew alphabet. What's fascinating is Pascal had an inner struggle with the proof of God and whether God existed. He came to the conclusion that it is better to believe in God and be wrong than not to believe in God and be wrong. So he always had this inner struggle with God and wanted to have a sign whether God actually does exist. Which brings us to the next point. Author, artist, and philosopher fascinated with Pascal's triangle came across a remarkable discovery in the 1900s. Paul Hartal stated, quote, "I was curious to find out what happens when the numerical entries are replaced by Hebrew characters. This was not a particularly difficult task because each Hebrew letter is endowed with a numerical value. The first letter of the alphabet, Aleph, is 1. The second, Bet, is 2. And the third, Gimel, is 3. And so it continues to the 10th character, Yud, which stands for the number 10. There are 22 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, and the following chart shows its number equivalency. Hartal observed that if you replace the numbers in Pascal's triangle with the letters, a fascinating message comes across. Second row, 1 to 1, becomes Abba, Aleph, Bet, Aleph, which means father in Hebrew. Third row, Gag. Fourth row, David. Fifth row, Haya. Gag means supreme or roof. And the fifth row, Aya, which means existed. The words Haya and Hiye, or Hiye, which means was and will be. Respectively, the sixth row, the letters read Kihu and Hove, which means future. So when you put it all together, Pascal's triangle, in the first few rows, you could see one supreme father who existed, and will exist. Basically, past, present, and future is the definition of God. I don't know about you, but when I read this, I had chills. Let me know what you think.